happened was, now he came out, but now he's in the form of a full-blown youth. No clothes or anything. And as soon as he came out, he left. And Vyasadeva, who's in the back there, he's calling out, "Oh my son, come back." But only the trees echoed in response to the father who was feeling separation. And Sukadeva Goswami now, he's passing by the young ladies who were taking bath in the river. So when Sukadeva Goswami passed, even though he's in the full bloom of youth, very beautiful and naked, they didn't at all pay any attention because they saw him as having transcendental vision. Whereas when his father came, who's old enough to be their grandfather, they hurried up and put on their clothing, as you can see. Then Sukadeva Goswami came to the place where Maharaj Parikshit was sitting and who had been cursed to die within 7 days by the bite of a snake bird. So Sukadeva Goswami came to speak to him the Srimad Bhagavatam. And that's where he's going now. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, which we have here on the table in different chapters, like Gopi Geet, Venu Geet, Pinnacle of Devotion, and other transcendental literatures. The transcendental vibration is also chanted by Brahma, the first created being. In the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami says that the absolute truth, Krishna, is the source of creation, maintenance, and dissolution of these worlds. And he first imparted this Vedic knowledge into the heart of Brahma. Let's see Brahma, in case somebody doesn't know what he looks like. Here, very good. Yes. Krishna is speaking the Vedic knowledge into the heart of Brahma, the first created being. And then Brahma, he is the original father of our disciplic succession of self-realized gurus. And Brahma is also the father of creation of this world. So Krishna, in his form of Lord Narayan, who's lying down within each of those universes, he imparted the Vedic wisdom in the heart of Brahma. And then Brahma is offering so many mantras of glorification to Krishna. So the mantras that he's chanting gave him the power to create the universe. That's how powerful sound is. And Lord Shiva, he, as you saw before, Vishnu, Krishna's expansion Vishnu, was lying down in the causal ocean and glancing over Durga, who is the personified material energy. And from his glancing, all the universes came. So you saw some light coming from the forehead of Lord Vishnu. So that light, the dim reflection of the glance of Vishnu, is called Shiva Ling. Lord Shiva, who connects, who unites with Durga, and from there comes all the bodies of the living entities. You also may know that Lord Shiva is called Natabara, the great dancer. And at the time of dissolution of the universe, he does a dance for 36,000 years of floods and 36,000 years of fire. And every place in the universe except for the topmost planets, like where Lord Brahma lives, all get inundated and all get burnt. Our Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, my Diksha Guru, he writes in his purport of the Srimad Bhagavatam that this has all happened to us many millions of times. But we're so intoxicated by the wine of the material nature that we forgot, and we're still trying to enjoy. So sound is very, very important. As you know, as you've heard, as we've heard, it's the first sense from which all other senses come. So let's suppose a man is lying down sleeping, and a thief comes to steal from him. He can't see the thief, but if the thief makes the slightest sound, then he immediately wakes up to protect himself. So sound protects us. The sound of the Hare Krishna mantra and these other Vedic mantras protect us from all problems, anxiety, birth, death, everything if we take shelter of that sound. Another analogy is milk. You all know milk. Now, if you could only appreciate milk with one sound, with one sense at a time, let's pretend. If you look at it, what will you see?
White.
That it's white. If you touch it, and you can only use one sense, you can touch it, what will you experience? That it's wet. If you taste it, what will you experience? That it's tasty. If you hear, you can only hear milk, then what will you understand? Everything. You just hear milk, right? You don't see milk right now, right? You don't touch milk right now, right? You don't taste milk now, right? You're just hearing milk. What do you understand? Everything. It's white, it's wet. You're remembering its taste. What else is there? What's the other sound? Sound, sight, touch, and smell. You remember how sweet it smells. Everything is there by sound. Similarly, everything about the whole spiritual world, the whole material world, everything is known to you by the transcendental sound Hare Krishna and the other various mantras. But of course, the other mantras are included within the Hare Krishna mantra. So, sound, very important. Because Arjuna is always meditating on Krishna, glorifying Krishna, so intimate with him that he can talk with Krishna. Krishna told Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita, now let's jump to Gurudev's. So this is the part of the CD that's in relation to the paintings we did for Srila Prabhupada. And these are the ones we did under Srila Gurudev's direction. So Srila Gurudev has a sequel Bhagavad Gita, which you can see later on the table. And here, let's go to Bhagavad Gita. Here we go. Krishna speaking to Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna tells Arjuna, now I will tell you that knowledge, both phenomenal and noumenal, or spiritual and material, knowing which there's nothing further to be known. Now hear from me, O Partha, that's another name for Arjuna, how by practicing yoga with mind intent on me, with full consciousness on me, one can know me in truth, free from doubt. In the purport there, Srila Prabhupada explains that if you know Krishna, you know everything, because all relative truths come from that absolute truth. Yasmin begyantam sarvamevam begyantam bhavati. One who knows the absolute truth, all relative truths become known. One who knows the real tree. Okay, can you all picture a tree with fruits, flowers, butterflies, bark, twigs? And then, so now you're seeing all that, all the details of that. Then, imagine the shadow of that tree on the ground. It's very easy to know the details of the shadow of the tree, because it's the shadow of that tree that you know. Similarly, this material world is a shadow reflection of the spiritual world. So by transcendental sound vibration, by the prayers and hymns, mantras which could be sung or said in any tune at any time, automatically all the details of this material world are known. That is, to a pure devotee of Krishna, he knows everything, past, present, and future. He knows everything of God's creation. So Krishna, because Arjuna is fully surrendered to Krishna, he's fully absorbed in him, Krishna himself takes full care of Arjuna.